Good evening, cats and kittens, pups and pooches. It's Susie Q96. I made it home. For those of you who were concerned, a little car problem today created by myself. I did it to myself. I did something dumb. I was hanging my COVID-19 mask on the turn signal indicator. And when I went to remove it from the turn signal indicator, I accidentally turned my headlights on. So I went into the doctor's office and then I went into the store and ran my battery down because I didn't know my headlights were on. So that's what happened. And I was stuck sitting out in the parking lot created my local and I was Walmart, stuck sitting out in shut up echo. Anyway, so I was stuck sitting in the parking lot at the Walmart waiting for the tow truck guy to come and jump start my car. And it was about 100 degrees out there, and I didn't know how long I was going to be there, so that's why I put that little thing up there that we're going to use for a comment video tonight. And so that is what happened. No, my car's fine. I have a brand new battery, a brand new starter. I just screwed up, and ran my battery down. So everything is fine, except that it was very, very hot out there. And so I came home and took a nap. And then I came home and did a video because I had to do it. I got challenged after I made that comment the other night about not being invited to be in any of the collaborational things and not being picked to do the 40 questions or any of that stuff. So Florida Thunder Digging with Rob got me Monday night on his stream and threw the 40 questions thing at me, nominated me to do it. So I have done it and it is up there. And I nominated 3 people to do it. And if they don't want to do it, they don't have to, because I think it's kind of silly. But Handy Andy, you were one of them. Hey, James Eller, how's it going? I'm probably up against 1 million people tonight. So if I get anybody in here, it's okay. I actually do have a lot of metal detecting information tonight, which normally I don't have a planned program, but tonight I actually do have things to talk about. So I was hoping we'd get a few of the detectorist type folks stepping into the arena. Yeah, drinking my iced tea. I'm still trying to rehydrate myself. Got on my fancy Pirates Hate Metal Detecting shirt. This is one of my Kelly Co shirts that I got when I was in Florida. So anyway, I don't know. Usually I have way more people than this. Somebody must be having a heck of a stream today or something. I don't know. Oh, that's it. Flip is running over me. Oh, well, I can't help that. So, most of the people that come in here aren't really, well, some of them are auction people, I guess. I didn't think about that. Well, I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just go ahead and do my show, and anybody that wants to watch it can watch it in the rerun. I can't compete with that kind of stuff. I just, you know, I don't have, first of all, that's just not my thing. And I don't have the resources to do that kind of stuff. I really did start out as a detecting channel. And boy, if you wanted to see something wild in metal detecting, last night, there's a group of people up in New York City that get together and metal detect. And one of them is a guy named Lou. His channel is Indiana Tones. Well, Lou and several other people went out last night on a ring recovery call. A lady had lost her engagement ring the day before out by one of the beaches there in the greater New York City area. And this was no ordinary ring. This was a $10,000 diamond and platinum engagement ring that this lady had lost on the beach. So all these guys went out there last night, and a couple of ladies. And one of those ladies, Terry's Treasures, Terry found that lady's $10,000 ring. And so the lady and her husband came out to pick the ring up, and the husband pulls Terry off to the side and is insisting that she take this little tip. And she didn't want to, because that's just, Terry doesn't do that, but the guy insisted. So she's okay. Well, she thought it was like a $20 bill or something. Well, it was several $100s after the people left, and she opened it up and realized. So she split it up amongst that whole group that was out there looking for that ring. But I'm telling you, it was pretty impressive find to pick that ring up. It was 18 inches down in the sand. So that was one lucky lady to get her engagement ring back. And it was all live. They were live streaming the hunt. So it was pretty cool. It was quite impressive that it was located. And that's one of the cool things about metal detecting is that you do have that opportunity to give something back to somebody, something that means something to them. I have helped a lot of detectorists locate owners of class rings that are found. We've connected, like one of them, the oldest one was a class ring from the 1930s. I helped a guy find the family. The lady that owned that ring had passed away, and her daughter apparently had been wearing it and lost it. So that's something that I work with, is to try to help people get items back to their rightful owners, if there's any way you can do that. You know, well, obviously when we find coins and that kind of things, there's no way to return them. But if you get like a wedding ring and it's got some initials and a date, if the people were local, you might be able to match up those sets of initials and that date with a marriage. And oh my, yeah, my 40 questions. Yeah, I just did that. I got challenged to do it, and so I thought, well, while I'm sitting here, I'll go ahead and do it. Oh, anyway, how you doing tonight, Coin? You dig it? I'm just I'm going real slow tonight. I actually have a lot of information, and I just haven't decided which way to start with it, because a lot of it is really detecting oriented. Sometimes this show goes a little half detector and half coin collector. So yeah, here I did have a mail call. I can do that real quick. I haven't even really looked at this. See if I can switch my camera over to the microscope. I got this little package from Ravenhawk Coins today. Let's see what's in it. I don't really know. I don't remember. Something I won, I'm assuming. That's not the one I need. I need the microscope. Okay, let's see if we can focus in on whatever this is that I've got here. I've got a 1964 little Georgie Washington. Silver 64D. So that was in there. And then I got I'm guessing it's probably going to be a 2009. Yeah, 2009 D nickel. Didn't have a lot in the mail today. But I got a Mercury. I got a 44 Merc. A winged thinged. So this was my mail today. So I got something in the mail. And of course a Ravenhawk Coins sticker. I think that's different than the one I have. Nope, I have that one too. He has more than one sticker. So anyway, I got that today. I know I have some more stuff coming, but that was all I had today in the mail call. Cynthia, I'm so glad to see you, because I'm going to talk about some stuff that I know you'll be interested in. And I'm going to start out with reminding everybody that Florida Hunt 7, they have confirmed the dates. It will be February 5th, 6th, and 7th of 2021. On the 5th, it will just be the meet and greet and hang out, and then the other 2 days are the actual hunting days. If you're interested in attending that, it's in the Central Florida area, in the Ocala sort of area. If you're interested in that, you need to go over to Facebook and get on the group Florida Hunt 7, because that's where they're going to be posting all of the information about camping and hotels and all of that, and the cost. They're going to do it a little bit different this year, because last year all these people said they were going to be there, and so they were saying, okay, we're full up, and then like 70, 80 of them didn't show up, and it was too late for those of us that were on the waiting list to get there. So this year they're doing it differently. Of course, I'll be living in Virginia by that time, but I will be going down for that. I'm not going to miss it again. So that's the first little announcement thing that I have. Then the second little announcement thing I have is related to something that I discussed on the show, I think last week or the week before, when we were talking about the demise of the White Electronics, White Detectors. And I'm looking for a folder because I put something in here that I want to share. So I did a little follow-up on that, and they still have not officially said that they are closing. They're still assessing what they're going to do. And so in the interim, they did release some information. I'm trying to get something to load up here. I'm not very adept at this screen sharing thing. But one of the things that they posted was information regarding repairs for their units, because there are a lot of units out there that are still under warranty, and there's going to be people that have ones that are not under warranty that will need repairs. And so they have I can't get it to load now, but they have announced at least one location. I'm going to try to search for it and see if I can get it to come up this way. I can't do it. Anyway, if you go on Facebook on the White's Electronics page, they do have Centerville Electronics listed as a repair site for the White machines. So you're not going to be left out in the cold if you own a White and they do decide that they're not going to reopen the factory. So that's a good thing to know, that there will still be warranty and non-warranty repairs available for that. So that's the second little thing. Now, for me, the big news, and I know Cynthia's gonna probably be happy about this too. I've got to figure out how to get into this folder. I've created a monster. I put everything in a folder that I wanted to show, and now I got to figure out how to get there. So I'm having a little problem with that, but okay. Let's see if I can get this graphic to come up that I want to share with the world. If I can, then I can. I'm just not good with this stuff. I don't know what that is. I'm trying to get this thing to come up in a tab, and there we go. Okay, now maybe I can pull it up. See, I was going to practice all of this stuff today, but had a little problem with my car, and so by the time I got home, I really didn't get to do that. So I have a problem trying to figure out StreamYards and how to show things in pictures in StreamYards. If I could just figure this out, I'd be in good shape. Yeah, my car, it was just, I did a stupid. I accidentally, there we go. I accidentally turned my headlights on and ran my battery down. Okay, this is the excitement. These are the two new coils. Now, this is the British advertisement. I have more information on these coils, but this was the first thing that came up because they were released in Europe before they got to us. We have two new coils for the Simplex Plus. You have a choice of the 8.5-inch round double D coil or the 9x5 elliptical coil, which I kind of like that one because that'll get into some little places. So over on the UK side of the big pond, they're paying $114.95 each for the new coils. So I was trying to guesstimate what we would be paying. And fortunately, I don't have to guesstimate because my buddy Mark over at Calico sent me the information. They don't even have it on their website yet. This info is so new. But he sent me the info. As soon as I can get this open, I can put it up on the screen. I think that's it. There we go. This has actually made it to the screen, or will make it to the screen. In US money, it would help if I could actually read, because this is a little bit small. Oh my goodness, I'm having a time. I'm trying to zone in on that, but basically they are $129 each, or will be through Calico as soon as they get them. And they also have the coil covers for each one at $12 a piece. I highly recommend, if you're going to spend $129 on a new coil, that you spend the $12 and put the coil cover on it. So that is the big news. People were wondering how long it was going to take, and they do have the preliminary pricing, and I might get to try one out. Mark's trying to get me set up with one of the elliptical coil. I don't know about releasing them on Amazon right away. I really don't. I think because they are a new thing that is a warranty item, they may only go through the distributors initially, and then those larger distributors could in turn go through Amazon. I happen to be a Calico affiliate, so I actually have a link on the about page of my site where you can go right to Calico from my site. And if you use that link, they actually put a little bit of money back into this channel, which is very helpful. And they give us some things periodically to give away. So I try to support them rather than Amazon. The prices are comparable. And Calico also has financing through a firm, which you cannot get that on Amazon. So yeah, same price for each coil. Yep, they're priced exactly the same, Cynthia. It's just a matter of which one you want. Now I'm looking more at that oblong, the elliptical shaped one, because that one I think I could get into smaller areas with, and there's a lot of trash around here. So the smaller coil, you can do a little bit of sniping with that and get into those spots. I should have some more information from Mark tomorrow. I got that last night, so that was pretty hot off the press right there. Yeah, well, I like to finance with cash too, but the problem with that is I'm on Social Security. I am on a needs to be fixed income. So sometimes if I need a piece of equipment, I don't have any choice but to pay the little bit extra and finance it. To me, it's worth it. I don't want to, like, I had to buy a pinpointer. The one that I had died, and I needed one. I rely heavily on my pinpointer because of my disabilities. Otherwise, I would kill myself out there trying to find stuff. So I financed a pinpointer, which I paid it off in a couple of months, but, you know, I needed it then. You know, so it is an option. You know, it is definitely an option that you have through Calico. I bought my Garrett, I financed, and then when I got the Simplex, I had the Simplex for 2 weeks. I put that Garrett back. I cleaned that Garrett up, put it back into box, and I sold it and took the money that I sold it for and paid it off. So that worked out okay for me. I mean, I know some people don't like to do that, but you know, here's the thing. I'm a senior citizen with a bunch of health problems. I don't know how long I'm going to have that I can get out there and detect. And I don't want to waste a year and a half of it trying to save up money to buy a detector. And then by the time I get the detector, I'm like my brother and I'm too sick to use it, which is what happened to him. He got his detector back in 2000. And by 2002, he was too sick to detect anymore. So, you know, I want that gratification, I guess, because I know that my years of detecting are going to be limited. So that being said, that's the news on the Simplex. Now I'm going to go to a whole different topic. And we're going to talk about the Garrett Ace, the new Apex. And I found something that I really liked today. I just don't know if I managed to, oh, I think I bookmarked it. I found someone who actually had taken the time already, who had already gotten a hold of an Apex and did the specs, channel. Am I back now? Okay, am I back? I messed up and threw myself out of StreamYard. So anyway, okay, good. I was trying to bring this window up that is a comparison of the specifications of the new Garrett Apex and the Nokta Makro Simplex, because there's no way I could have done this comparison as well as these people did. So I'm going to try to bring theirs up. You might need to refresh. I disappeared for a minute. Okay, yeah, I threw myself out. I messed up. Okay, I want this Chrome tab, this one right here. I'm gonna pull this up and try to share this with you guys. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and go through this whole thing, but I'm going to give you the link to it. It does a very good breakdown of comparing these two machines, and I mean, here is the part that I liked on this, and you can scroll down and look at it. It compares all the different functions of each machine. The Apex is a multi-frequency machine. The Simplex is not. They both have frequency shift. The Garrett has 5 tones. The Simplex has 3. They both have a backlit screen. They both have iron audio. They both have iron volume controls. They weren't sure about the iron discrimination, and I have to look that one up myself. Can you notch the discrimination on both? Yes, you can. The Apex has 6 search modes. The Simplex has 5. They both have the same range of target scale. They both have the same sensitivity. They both have sensitivity adjustments, ground balance, depth indicators. The stock coils are slightly different, but what it does not mention in this, because this was done prior to, is that there are 2 other coils now for the Simplex, that the Apex doesn't have that. They both have pinpoint function. Here's where it gets interesting. The Apex, only the coil is waterproof. The Simplex is 100% waterproof up to 10 feet. So there's a big difference. Slight weight difference, but only a few ounces. The Apex weighs 2.5 pounds. The Simplex weighs 2.9. They both have lithium rechargeable batteries, 2-year warranties. And then here's where the Simplex starts to shine. Do they have a vibration indicator where you can set your machine on vibrate? The Apex doesn't have one. The Simplex does. The Simplex also has the LED flashlight built in, which the Apex does not have. The Simplex also has the retractable shaft, which the Apex does not have. And the biggie, the Simplex has the firmware updates where you just plug your USB cord in and you can update your system, and the Apex does not have that. So the biggies for me were the waterproof and the retractable shaft and the update. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Price range. The Simplex, and these are manufacturer's suggested retail prices, and we all know that they sell less than this price. But without the headphones, the Simplex is $299. The Apex is $499. $500. So I don't know. I've owned a Garrett and I've owned a Simplex. And just for me personally, I don't think that it's worth the $200 extra for that Garrett when it is not waterproof. It does not have firmware updates. It doesn't have the extra coils. It does not have the retractable shaft. I can fold my little Simplex up about this long. The little box it came in is incredible. I mean, you know, so for traveling, yeah. Well, I own a Simplex also, but I'm just saying, if I was going to get into it right now, and I was looking at it, and they're calling that Apex an entry-level machine. It's part of the Ace series. I don't think a $500 machine is an entry level. And if I want to get a $500 machine, I want one that's waterproof. I want one that I can update. I want one that I can change the coils. I really enjoyed that comparison because it lays it out by the numbers. Now, if someone is still looking seriously at the Apex, I'm not bad mouthing Garrett. I had a Garrett, but there's another thing that I want to share, if I can pull it up in my little tabs, and that is Go back in this folder. And my friend Gypsy, Zero Discrimination. She's over in Texas where Garrett is located, and she's been doing some field testing with the Apex, and she has put out a couple of good videos that are, they're giving a good background on what the Apex will do. And this, I hope this is the right link for one of hers. I don't know if I can get it to go as a link or not. But anyway, yeah, you can check out Zero Discrimination, and she's demoing the Apex. But after all of those different things there that it went through in the comparisons, I'm going to have to recommend the Simplex out of the two. I have people ask me a lot, hi Silver Stacker, hi Starry Lock. Yeah, if after going through all of those statistics and truthfully, here's the test I want to see. I want to see with the new coils and the update on the Simplex, I want to see somebody take a Simplex and an Apex to the beach. Let's see that performance test. Iffy Signals, hi! I was watching you yesterday. Yeah, I was studying up on Simplex stuff. I mean, I have a Simplex, but I think the one I watched of yours was comparing the Simplex and the AT Pro. Just a refresher course. But anyway, that thing that I just showed, that comparison, I thought that was exceptionally well done. So if, I wanted to get that into the video so that people can go back later and check that out. And let me see what else is going on. I've gone through a bunch of that. And I am kind of curious about something. I inherited this older detector from my brother, and I've been researching it, and I'm going to do some stuff with it. And it was made by Bounty Hunter, but then actually Bounty Hunter is made by the people that make Technetics and Fisher and all of those machines. So I went over to the Fisher page, and I was really disappointed. Their web page is like so antiquated that they didn't have anything really new on it from like 2016. And I'm like, I know people that use Technetics machines, and I know people that use Bounty Hunters. So I'm hoping they have a separate page for the Bounty Hunters, because that Fisher page stunk. I was looking for information there, and I couldn't really find anything. So that was kind of sad, because I'm trying to research this machine that I inherited. Fortunately, I did find at least a couple of videos about it. So I'll hopefully be able to do something with that. I had planned to go out detecting this morning. I had set my clock and everything to get up early and go do that. And about 7 o'clock, I had a message come through, and it was a reminder from one of my doctors that I had a doctor's appointment today. So that took the metal detecting off of my plate for today. So I'm going to try to go in the morning. We had a bunch more rain this afternoon. So I'm going to try to get out there. Who has 2.41K subscribers? Not me. I can't even get to 600. I have been so stagnant. I'll tell you what happened. I did my 500 giveaway, and then a bunch of people unsubbed when they didn't win. And then I guess I made some people mad too, so they unsubscribed. Oh, well, I believe Iffy. Yeah, if Iffy's got that, yeah, I believe that. Iffy's my my camera sponsor. I wouldn't have a channel if it wasn't for Iffy Signals. He sent me a couple of his old cameras because I was using my phone, and that's what my channel functions on, Iffy Signals cameras. So yeah, I like Iffy. Iffy's a good channel. Hey, Iffy, were you in the live stream last night, the Indiana Tone stream, when they went out there on that ring hunt? That was phenomenal. I was so glad. I was glad Terry found it and not. I mean, I hate to say it, but I was glad Meryl didn't find it. I was glad that one of the girls did. But that was one honker of a ring there. Which Rob does that? Yeah, I don't ban anybody, but I think it's exceedingly rude. Now, I will ban somebody. I take that back. I will ban somebody from my channel if they go in and they make these generic comments and I follow it back over and they have no content, or they have their content is how to get 1 million subscribers on your channel, or some BS like that. Because I know right then, you know, it's a troll. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, Rob Florida Thunder. Yeah, he does that. My problem is, I'm basically kind of a softie. I have only banned one person from my channel. Actually banned them. I have deleted some comments, but there's only one person that I actually banned, and I did a video explaining why I don't have anything to do with that person. And, you know, that's a personal thing. And I hated to do it because at one time that person and I were friends, but no, it's my channel and I'll ban if I want to. Hi, Tiff. Earlier today, I filmed I got the 40 questions challenge. I was challenged by Florida Thunder Digging with Rob. And so I made that. Hey, Dirt Trollin' Troy. Talk about a detecting fool right there. Y'all check out Dirt Trollin' Troy. He's got some great content on his channel. Anyway, so Florida Thunder Digging with Rob challenged me to the 40 questions. So I put that up right before the stream started, and I nominated 3 people to do it. And if they don't want to do it, they do not have to do it. But the people that I nominated are Handy Andy 736, Kellen L, and Tiffany Twisted. So you don't have to do it if you don't want, but anyway, that was question 40 was, yeah, I had to do that. So there, I did it. Okay. Well, my dad had a metal detector when I was a teenager. He had one that he got from Sears, which was actually made by White. And he got it to basically look around boat docks and stuff with, because my dad was a fisherman and people were always losing their keys and all kinds of stuff. And he found gold rings. He found a lot of stuff. And my dad also did magnet fishing back in the 60s when, you know, that was an unheard of thing. He's had this great big magnet on a rope, and he would take it out in his little aluminum bass boat and throw it in the lake and try to find fishing rods. And the best thing he found was an Evinrude trolling motor. He pulled a trolling motor out with it. So I kind of came by the interest in it through that. And I always wanted to have my own detector. And so a couple years back, actually right after my friend Tommy died, Tommy and I were supposed to do it together. Beer doubloons. Yeah. You probably found some Corona down there, huh? Anyway, my friend Tommy and I were going to detect together, and then he passed away, and I kind of wasn't going to do it, but my sister thought I needed to get out of the house. And so she got me this little $49 bounty hunter gold digger and sent it to me for my birthday. And when I went down to Tampa or Clearwater to do Tommy's memorial service, I found a gold ring with that bounty hunter, and then I was hooked. So I went from the bounty hunter to the Garrett Ace 300, and then I started seeing a lot of stuff about the Simplex. Everybody said, "Oh man, you know, you need to get a Simplex. You need to get a Simplex." So I got the Simplex, and 2 weeks after I got it, I got rid of the Ace 300. I sold it, paid the money that I owed on it, and I still have the bounty hunter, and I also have my brother's detector, which at the time was branded for Calico, but it's made by First Texas Products, who do Technetics, and I think Fisher's involved with that, bounty hunter. Anyway, it's a Titan 3000 XD and my brother bought it brand new from Calico, and I have inherited it. I'm going to be doing some stuff with this detector now that I've been able to find some videos about it. But that was what dragged me over there to that Fisher page today, and I was very, very disappointed that it didn't look like it had been updated since 2016. So I think I have a comment video. I don't know if I have a link for my comment video. Do we have a link to the comment video? Normally I don't do comment videos, but since I was stuck out in a parking lot waiting for someone to jumpstart my car, and I was doing it, I was melting down out there. I made this video called Maybe From the Ground Up, and so that's going to be our comment video tonight. And I think this is the link to it. I'm messing up. I'm messing up. I'm messing up. I am messing up. Well, it's not really. Oh, yeah, this one does. Yeah, it's got a little bitty sniper coil with it. That my brother also purchased. So yeah, there's a place that I went detecting that there was just so much trash out there. And I haven't been back there. I went out there with the Ace. I've never been back because it was just so trashy. So I may take this detector out there and put that little sniper coil on it and see if I can't pick through, because it's an old school ground. So I think there's probably something out there, but there was just so much trash. It was by a ball field and there was just a lot of garbage. So I think I'm going to try to get back in there. And there's a lot of open space back there that I didn't detect at all because there was just too much chatter. Yeah, old lunch money, probably. So I think I saw somebody back there ask where I was going in Virginia, where I was moving to. I don't know who that was, but I did see that question go by. And the answer to that is a little town called Galax, which is just across the North Carolina, Virginia border, right off of the Blue Ridge Parkway in the southwest corner of the state of Virginia. It's about 75 miles straight east from Bristol, Tennessee. Well, we didn't get a sniper for the Simplex, but we did get that, the elliptical shaped one, which I think may do almost the same thing in as much as that it will narrow the area of the signal and allow us to get up into narrower places. I don't have all the specs on those yet. I showed everything that I had gotten from Nokta and Calico from today, but I have requested more specific information on those. I'm hoping by next week I will have found some folks over on the UK side who have actually gotten their hands on those and taken them out and made some videos. It won't take long, but like I said, that pricing information that I got from Calico with the item numbers, as of this afternoon, it wasn't even on their website yet. So that's how fresh that info was. I got it from Calico last night. So we'll see what develops on that. Close. Galax without the Y. So anyway, if you haven't gone over and put something on that comment video of me boo-hooing out in the 100-degree heat, get over there and do it. And I'll give you a minute or two to do that. Oops. I was trying to find something and I messed up because I can't type. I'm trying to get Dalton's. Somebody asked about Dalton's channel, and I'm getting it right now. This guy is the king of silver. If there is a silver coin anywhere near Dalton E, he will find it. So whoever asked, this is Dalton's channel coming at you. There you go. That should take you to Dalton. I hope. I hope. I gotta refresh my. There we go. All right. I got a lot of stuff open here I don't need to have open. All right. Alrighty. Now, being as this is a metal detecting chat, this is going to be a metal detecting prize that I'm going to give away. I tried to give it away before, but I'm going to do it again. I got a couple prizes here. Yeah, we're going to give away. I'm just going to give it all away at once, truthfully, because I'm just going to make a super packet here. Now, all right, let me change my camera angle so you can see what I'm going to give away. I am giving away a genuine It's Susie Q96 metal detecting coin collecting sticker. I am also giving away a copy of the ring finder. And if you want to learn, the subtitle is How to Make a Profit with Your Metal Detector. And this guy has made a pile of cash. The other thing I'm giving away, I love this. I just wish it was smaller. It is a detecting logbook with the lovely cover, just another stinking Lincoln. And it has information where you can fill in which machine you used, where you were, what the GPS was, what your settings were, what you found, and if they had any value. Now, since I make videos of every hunt I do, I don't really do that, but some people do. And so anyway, this is the package that we're giving away. And I have an alternate prize if you are a coin junkie and you just don't give a rat's behind about metal detecting, but you're in here because you love me. Okay, so I'm gonna, everybody's got their entry in over on my crazy video, right, where I went into the meltdown in the parking lot today. It was incredibly hot out there. I thought I was gonna die. And I waited and I waited for the guy to show up, and I had my hood up on my car, and this lovely gentleman pulled up and asked me if I knew what was wrong with the car. I said, yeah, I just need a jump. And so he pulled his car right up there and gave me a jump start, and I came on home. I was very happy about that. Okay, I gotta get the link for my comment video again. I am just I'm tired. It's been a long day. You can tell how frazzled I was. I just got out of the doctor's office. I was so hot and so tired, and I didn't have any makeup on, and I just looked like it. I was melting down. Man, I was beat. I looked like somebody had beat me with a ugly stick. I was out there, boy. Oh my goodness. There we go. That's the screen I need to be in. All right. Yeah. Be sure and give me a like. I try hard. Yeah, that man was so nice. And I'm going to say this, and please don't anybody take this in a racist manner, but about 15 white guys looked at me and laughed, including a carload full of guys in a Mustang. And then this nice man, and I'm guessing he was probably military, because we do have an Air Force base here. This wonderful black gentleman came up and he helped me right away. He wasn't laughing at me, you know, and he was just so kind, and he could tell I'd had enough. I was just melting down. I wanted to go home. So I did finally get to go home, thanks to him. And like I said, I'm pretty sure he was from the Air Force Base. He was not in uniform, but he had that. There's an air that military people have around them. My dad was military, and so there's just an attitude that comes with it. All right, now this thing is telling me that there are only 10 unique comments on my video. So I hope more than 10 people have commented on the video. How many people do I have in the stream? And that should answer that question. Oh my goodness. I can't find the screen. There we go. All right. Yeah, it made me mad when those guys laughed at me. That really did kind of, that was stinky. That was stinky. I didn't like that at all. Yeah, they were younger guys, you know, and they just like laughing at the boomer, you know. I already put the thing in, but I'll put it in again just to make sure. Filter duplicate users, get your comments. It says 10 of you. That's all it says. So let's see who wins the prize. Come on, start up now. Oh, this thing's going slow. Winner, Debbie Honeybee. Are you in here, Debbie Honeybee? Y'all know you got to be in the stream to win from me. What I am. Debbie Honeybee, are you here? I'm going to give her a couple of minutes. See if she shows up. Yeah, I'm never going to hit. I can't get past 500. I mean, 600. So I've given up on any hope of money or any of that. I just have. So I just do my shows, and if people like them, they like them. If they don't like them, they don't like them. You know, I can't. I do. It's fun. I'm no longer in that rat race of trying to get monetized. It's highly doubtful it's ever going to happen for a number of reasons. I tend to make enemies. And part of the reason for that, if any of you have gone back and watched my videos where I talk about my disabilities, then you will know that I was diagnosed back in the 80s with bipolar disorder. So, you know, sometimes I have moods, you know, I'm bipolar. You know, I have managed to survive on my own with that disease for decades. But some people do not understand mental illness. They understand diabetes. They understand heart condition. They don't understand anything that is a disease of the mind. And they distance themselves from it rather than having compassion for it. And I can't help that. You know, every once in a while, I pop a cork, and I'll apologize for it later. But, you know, some people they just don't get it, and I can't make them get it. So, okay, we waited for 2 minutes, actually a little over 2 minutes for Debbie, and she did not come back. So I'm going to let telephone guy have a chance to get over there and put his name in the giveaway if he wants before I again. Hi, telephone guy. One of my favorite people is the telephone guy. I used to be a telephone operator. Yep. So, if somebody want to throw that link again, maybe I can. I don't know if I can or not. Okay, that looks like it. All right. Get that link out there. Come on. There we go. There's the comment link. Y'all get over there. I'll give you a minute or two to get in there. And we'll go back at it again here in a second. So what happened to Shibby? You said Shibby had a bad time. What happened? Did I miss something? Something happened to my Shibby and I don't know about it? That's not good. Where do you go to comment? You go to this link right here that I am posting. Ends with CM. Yeah, that one. So, yeah. Yep. Well, usually Debbie pops in, but she doesn't always stay because she's a moderator on a couple of other channels. And this is more my detecting channel. So, she's more into the coins, although I have been helping her make a decision on a detector. So, all right. So I'm going to go back over here. Again, what we're giving away, this is actually a metal detecting prize. It is the ring finder, how to make a profit with metal detecting, and a metal detecting logbook. However, I do have an alternate prize if the winner is not a detector based person. Okay, now we've got 13 people in the thing. I'm going to hit this button again. You do need to be in the stream to win. I always make people watch me. You want the prizes, you got to give me the eyes. Come on. Handy Andy 73-6. I know he's here because he's my favorite moderator. Hey, Handy Andy. Now, I know that Handy Andy is probably not into this detecting, but I'll let him decide if he wants to be into detecting stuff or does he want to be in the alternate prize. If I know Andy, I know what's going to happen because I just know how he is. But I'm going to wait and see what he says. Okay. Stickers? You want stickers? You mean like my channel stickers or assorted stickers? I can send you channel stickers now. I can do that. I got something else here I got to send to you also. Okay, well, I knew he was going to do something like that. So, that still leaves me with this prize. So, I'm going to try one more time to give this metal detecting stuff away. So, and we'll send something else to Handy Andy. Okay, let's see who we get this time. If I can't give it away this time, I'll just quit. I'm giving up. I got to take him out of there, man. It wants Handy Andy to become a metal detectorist. That's what it is. It's trying to get him to be a detectorist. No ifs, ands, or buts. It wants him to be a detectorist. Well, Tiffany, you're getting a sticker in your package from what you won the other day. So you will have sticker. You will get a sticker. Never fear. I'm going to try to give this away again to somebody besides Handy Andy. I can't win my own thing. That's not right. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. That's a first. I don't think I've ever seen anybody draw themselves before. Cynthia! There we go. We got one that time. Cynthia! I know Cynthia is a detectorist. And I have Cynthia's address. And Cynthia is getting this. It is going to Cynthia. Oh my goodness, that was funny. Oh my, I can't stop laughing. That is too funny. That is too funny. That is hilarious. Oh my goodness. I'm glad that I finally pulled a detectorist. And that's actually a really good book, Cynthia. I think you'll like it. I got that. Mark Bennett Kellyco gave me that as a giveaway. And yeah, I'm not going to stay on till 10 o'clock tonight. I actually went through a whole lot of info in the first hour. And truth be told, it was an exhausting day. I am packing to move, as y'all know. And in the middle of that, I had, I try not to go into town, but I had to. I had a medical appointment that had been postponed twice because of COVID. And I had to go because otherwise they could not continue to send me my medication. So it was you've got to do this kind of thing. But at least this doctor's office, they were, you couldn't even go in the door without a mask on. You went to the door. If you didn't have a mask, you gave them $2 and got a mask, or you got the heck out. You wore your mask the whole time you were there, except if they had to do any examining of your face. Well, this was not anything to do with my face. So, oh yeah, that heat was brutal. That's why I'm kind of drained tonight. I was out there for about 45 minutes, and the thermometer in my car said it was 101. So, oh, we have company. We have a little M3 kitty man. Come here, M. Come on, buddy. Come on. Come on. Come out of the hidey hole. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, look. We got a kitty. It's a M3 kitty man. Hey, bud, you don't want to go on? You don't want to be a YouTube sensation? Okay, bye-bye. Oh, he's a beast, all right. He weighs 13 pounds. He's a chunk. He's a good cat, though. He's a rock and roll kitty. I got him from my friend Question Mark, who back in 1966 had a #1 hit with a song called 96 Tears. And he gave me this cat for Christmas about 3 years ago when I lived in Michigan. Yeah, hi, kitty. Hi. Hi. Come on. No. Okay. Yeah, he's a beautiful cat. He's a spoiled, ornery little snot, though. He demands treats. And if he thinks I have neglected getting the treats to him in the proper amount of time, if I walk by, he'll take both paws and just go and grab my ankles like, stop. He's a piece of work. Ah, there's Dan. Hey, Dan, you missed all of the specs on the new coils but you can go back and watch it all later. And I found a really good breakdown comparing the specifications of the new Garrett Apex with the Simplex. That's earlier in the video. So yeah, there was a lot of detecting information in this video tonight. Usually there's not, but yeah, absolutely, Tiff. I know I live in his house. Yeah, there was a lot of info crammed in about. We had some about White. We had some Garrett stuff. We had some Simplex stuff. We had my little whine about the sorry state of the Fisher website. We even had a little discussion of the Titan 3000 XD that I'm playing with. So there's a lot of actual metal detecting info. And if there are any detectorists who would like to be on the show, you don't even have to download Streamlabs. I don't even know how I missed. Oh, I know how I missed Shibby, because I was stuck out there in that flipping parking lot. That's why I missed Shibby today. Yeah, Shibby's usually real good about promoting my channel, and I promote his. I love Shibby Rob's channel. Anyway, normally this was supposed to go to 10 o'clock, but frankly, I am tired. It's been a day, and I want to get up early in the morning and go detecting. So I want to go to bed early and see. I have some videos that I'm not quite done with, but I did throw that 40 question ones out there because I needed to give you that I needed to do that challenge. See how tired I am. I'm just not even making sense anymore. All right. So anyway, I thank all of you for stopping by. Oh, I have a beef. I always got to get on my soapbox. It's part of my bipolar thing. I have a beef, and I've beefed about it before. And I thought maybe if I beefed about it, it would get rectified, but it didn't. And so I'm going to beef about it again. And that is the list that Metal Detecting NYC puts out every month of the top metal detecting channels. Meryl is one of the people that I pissed off because, as I discussed earlier, I have bipolar disorder, and once in a while I come unstrung. And although I had a reason to be unstrung, I used some language at Merrill that I shouldn't have. And he has never given me the opportunity to explain or apologize. So I don't know. I don't know if he understands that I have bipolar disorder or not. But I do understand that if you put out a list that says these are the top 1,000 metal detecting channels, and you leave out channels because you don't like those people, then your statistics are skewed. So I had brought this up before, and I thought, well, maybe, he will add me back in. He took me out because he was mad at me. and he has not put me back in that list. And I would actually be considerably higher up that list than some of the people that I watch, because I can do the math. And I was a moderator on his channel, and now I can watch his channel, but I can't speak in his channel. And it's been that way for a long time. I can't even speak to him to explain that my reaction was part of my bipolar. I would hope that he, you know, he works with kids, that he would have some compassion for that. I keep it pretty well in check. Once in a while, I'll melt down and people see it. And usually what I do, if I start melting down and I'm in a channel, I leave. I say, I'll see y'all later. I'm out of here. Bye. But anyway, it hurt my feelings that I'm still not even in that list. It's like I do not exist. And yeah, it's not a valid set of statistics if you don't include all the channels that qualify, whether you like the person or not. You know, the numbers are then skewed. I don't have to, there's people that I've plugged their channels on here that I don't necessarily love those people, but they've got good channels. Or they've put out an incredibly informative video that I think everybody needs to see. But it's just hurtful to me that people do not understand that a disease of the mind is just like having a disease of your blood or your heart or your skin, or, you know, it's a medical situation. I do the best I can with it. So anyway, if you're looking on that list, I should have been somewhere in the 800 to 900. I should have been in at least in the 1,000. You can figure it out by looking at the list and looking at the number of viewers, the number of subscribers, the number of views, blah, blah, blah. You can figure out where I fit in there. And I do fit in there. You can leave me out of the list all you want, but I still have a metal detecting channel that's viable. You know, if I have 5 people watching, I have a viable channel. I have some videos that have had several hundred people watch them, so I know people are watching it. So that's just, I'm just on my soapbox because I checked the tally, the most recent tally that was up there, and I still have not been put back on that list. And I think that's just a little sad. You know, I think it's sad that I can't speak on his channel, but that I understand because he may be afraid that I'm going to say something loopy. But to say that my channel doesn't exist, that's a whole different thing. So anyway, that's my wine. I probably should get some cheese to go with it. But anyway, I'm going to go detecting tomorrow. I've got to make sure. I seem to have misplaced one of my GoPros. So I'm back down to one camera again. It's in here somewhere. But I'm going to try and get out for a little bit real early in the morning. It's way too hot. Anything past 10 o'clock, it's too hot. So I'm going to actually have to drive down to Florida, which sounds like a big long trip, but I'm only 10 miles from the Florida-Georgia border. I have to go down there to my Wells Fargo bank and make them very happy by giving them $84 worth of rolled up nickels. They actually want them. And then I have some places down there that I can detect. So I'm going to make a little trip. I'll do my detecting first, and then I'll go to the bank on the way home. So I thank every one of you for stopping in. Congratulations, Cynthia, on your prize. Andy, and Tiffany, I appreciate y'all being moderators for me. Not that I really have any. So far, I haven't had anybody really act up bad in here. I'm going also, so we're just going to end this whole thing, and I'll see y'all around. Of course, I'll be back on Monday, and sometime in the middle of the month, I'm going to do a Christmas in July on my jewelry channel, and I'll let you know when all that is. So y'all, please be safe, stay well, go out and do some detecting if you can. It's a lot of fun. Good night, everybody.